I'm so excited.
Beautiful people. You're probably wondering, Richard, you where the hell you've been? And I told you I needed some time. But here we are. And I promised you that we will have a guest on the next episode. So here we are. Episode 129, Sunday Sessions with Rich. This guest isn't new to the show, but prior to us recording and realized it was a good ass minute since we last recorded, which is fucking crazy because it don't feel like that long, but it has been. The Don Wan, welcome back to the show, my bro.
Appreciate it, man. It definitely has been a while, but I'm glad to be back. I think we're like one of the kind of people that is tuned into so many different avenues.
Facts.
I know we've been talking about like trying to get back on for like so long now, but I know like you're here, I'm there, and I just feel like we have to like this is a perfect meeting for us.
Yeah.
Our schedules just be like so all over the place because we tuned in to like so many different things. So, but I'm happy to be here, man. Thank you.
Of course, brother. Then too, like whenever the conversation was supposed to be had, it just we supposed to be had. Especially now, I feel like now there's a lot of shit going on. It's the perfect time for us to have had a conversation. But before this, we just wasn't ready to chop it up.
Yeah,
But before we dive into the show, I want to give you your red carpet and your flowers. We have Down and Dirty Cleaning. This man is fucking amazing. Not only is this man revolutionizing how we view just the industry, because something you've been doing, I've been peeping, is fucking dope as fuck. Like you like when you post your videos, you give me like this little Fairly Odd Parent like kind of vibe to it. Like this one soup and that shit is magically done. I'm like, hey, I'm fucking with these videos, man. I'm really fucking with these videos. So I appreciate you because that's different, man. You don't see too many people who's doing that. I haven't seen anybody, so I think that's fucking dope and creative. And also, I found out you're a freaking teacher, man. I'm curious about that as well.
yeah. So I want to touch on both of those things.
Yeah.
Like with cleaning in me, it's just something that really comes naturally. And it's something that I wish a lot more people were in tune with as far as because cleaning is just simply making your space sacred again. Like
God
that's
energy.
like I transform people's spaces. And I mean, I get it. Like people have work, children, um, just day to day shit. And what I'm seeing in a lot of different people is that cleaning for them growing up was like negatively reinforced. So their parents would be like, okay, well, you're on punishment, so you're gonna clean up, or
Damn.
like so people have developed this negative attitude towards cleaning. So people grow up as adults and they have shitty houses because they were forced to clean and it was forced upon them in a negative way. So like I come in, like I have
Damn.
my music going and I'm just like, yeah, I'm getting down and dirty. Like this is fun. And they be like, a lot of my clients and people that I come across, like they wish that
They have
they
that level of excitement.
yeah, they had that excitement, but from seeing me do it, like their attitude definitely shifts.
Mm.
I really enjoy making those spaces wholesome and sacred again.
You know what I just thought about when you mentioned that, bro? Um, and I didn't even think about this. So that in that instance, they get triggered. So whenever I guess like the house is dirty, what is needs organization
Mhm.
and that programming from childhood of just like the negative reinforcement of cleaning comes back, and then they self sabotage and just
Mhm.
like, I'll clean the kitchen tomorrow, or I'll clean the bathroom tomorrow, and then seeing you with a different vibration around cleaning, because I don't like organizing, but I understand it's gonna make my energy in my house better, so we go get it done. But I can imagine just you and your energy, vibrant, clean. They like, damn, maybe I can adopt the same shit. I think that's cool as fuck.
Yeah, seriously. Even this one particular client she's been supporting me since I moved here to North Carolina. I love her so much, and she's into Abraham and this other lady that she put
Yo,
me
we
on.
gotta talk about. I forget you went to see Abraham Hicks.
We're gonna get into it. We're gonna get into it. Yeah, this particular client that I'm thinking of, she every time I clean her house, because she's always at work and she has her normal day-to-day things.
Yeah.
She definitely always says like how she can feel what I left behind energetically.
Woo!
So much for me. Like, of course, I like getting paid. I like having money. Money always comes to me easily with cleaning, but it's really that feeling that I give other people, and then how they're satisfied. Like that charges me up so much, and I love that feeling that
I'm getting goosebumps as you say that, man. Let me
yeah,
ask you, let me ask you, not to cut you off. So this is your purpose, right? Well, one of your purposes.
one of them.
One of your purposes. And how you just described it, and guys, I hope you either saw or wait, little disclaimer, guys. Sorry, this is all over the place. I know I haven't posted YouTube clips is because I was basically banned from posting some information that was actually true. And they
What?
fucking gave me like the little strikes and shit. So I couldn't post on YouTube for like a good ass minute. So that's
It,
guys, if you wonder where my YouTube videos been, that's where I couldn't post it. But this episode should be good. I don't give a fuck no more, but if you was wondering. But back to one of your purposes. Have you noticed, because I'm curious, have you noticed that because you're not doing it for money, right? I mean, obviously we getting compensated for our time. I mean, we want the money. But the feeling of you impacting somebody's life is more purposeful and it means more than you than that, deposit coming in. You know what I'm saying? Does that move you more? I guess what I'm trying to say is I've noticed when you come in from a place of I'm trying to help this person, the abundance just reigns in because source is like, okay, here.
yeah. It's definitely that. Just knowing that. Well, it's both. Like that's what I'm realizing through cleaning. And having my own business. I don't have to cut myself off from having the money and wanting to help people.
Mm-hmm.
I have to make that decision to what feels better. But what I will say is that more people come in, the more that I'm in alignment with my vision and my purpose, which is to help people transform their spaces. So
Boom.
I know when I'm not feeling so great within myself, it might be a little slow week for me or like a slow few weeks. And I'm like, okay, like I definitely dropped the ball vibrationally, but that's
Yeah.
okay. I just needed a break or I just needed a rest. And then I get that momentum back going and people are like, hey, I referred you to my friend. They should be calling you. And then next thing I know, I'm booked for like the whole month. So
Crazy.
yeah,
Crazy.
it works if you work.
That literally supports my thought. If you come from it with a fun helping people vibration, then
Yeah.
source like, hey, I got you for a whole month, big fella. I got you for that's crazy, guys. Take note of that. Even like whatever, if you have if you have your own business or anything that you're doing, even if it's just creation. Let's say you wanted to make a podcast or you wanted to post content. Have the same mentality because it's at the core of it. You want to be of service. But if you're looking at it from what are you giving me, you coming from a lack mindset, and that's when shit go start struggling. So this is a great example of just being intentful. That's dope, man. That was a perfect as example.
And I just want to speak to those who have ideas and already have businesses or their startups going, but they're still, you know, working for somebody else in full-time jobs and part-time jobs. Know that that's okay with where you are.
Facts.
And also, so like for me, I just took the step of faith to go out and like do my cleaning thing full time back in like February, March something. I was
Crazy.
actually you around that time because I remember telling you like I
Yeah.
was working ish from
Yeah.
home, a new job,
Oh
and
yeah, because we was in
yeah,
sales. Yeah.
that shit was so fucking dead. Like my sales, like at first when I started that job, I was like racking up on commission and like doing really well, but I wasn't in alignment with that anymore. Like they wanted too much of my time. I couldn't take off. I mean, I took off any the fuck way. Like I wasn't going for somebody having control over my time, but I knew I wanted to go forth and, do my own thing. So that's why I feel like my performance just dropped in sales because I had something else that I wanted to do. But anyway, I did have resistance about just going forth and doing the cleaning thing because I'm like, oh, well, I don't have the clients. My advertising isn't this and blah, and all of these other excuses not to. And then it came to me, Spirit didn't ask me to have the clients already. Spirit didn't ask me to have everything set up. Spirit said, I'm not gonna give you clients because you don't have time to serve enough fucking clients. Like, why would I give you something and you're not in a position to receive? So if you want to receive this, this is what you need to leave your damn job. And I literally just tweeted it like yesterday or something. I said that Spirit said let go so it can give you more. So I'm just in that. Roscoe, be quiet. That's my dog.
You all good, bro.
Yeah, I just had to, in that moment, like with me leaving like that space that I was in, I really just had to let that go. So I could let in what I wanted. And it worked out perfectly, even more perfect than I could have envisioned it.
That's that source talk, man. That's that source talk.
It just worked out.
It's interesting because every time I have other friends who would say the same thing. Like I quit my job and then the things just the door just open. And it's interesting because guys, this is another lesson on alignment. You have to meet source, the universe, God, whatever you call, the extension of yourself, halfway with the reality. Now, I know how sales is. That shit will fucking dampen your vibration. I've experienced literally instant manifestation sometimes. Like, damn, I'm not even hitting quota this month because my fucking vibration. Like, I'm just not in alignment with myself, and therefore not my pockets being affected, but my money ain't how I want my money to be. Basically. Yeah. And then you taking that leap of courage and say, you know what, this isn't serving me anymore. I don't like this. This is one of my purposes. I'm being called towards. Let me take that leap of faith. I have no choice but to be in alignment because it's no plan B with this shit. And then Source said, here's a month full of clients.
Yeah.
Do what I'm telling you to do, but go get this cracking.
Yeah, exactly. Like that momentum picks up as it just picks up. So just just for the ones who are working their jobs and getting their businesses together, just don't feel like you have to have it in a certain way. And that something I'm going to speak about later with just my journey and letting go of control and how I want things to be orchestrated in a certain way for me to achieve them. But just for the people who have something they want to pursue, what you're pursuing doesn't have to be in perfect form right now for you to take that next step, because Source is waiting on you. You are waiting on you to get the things that you want, and you already have them. So that's it.
Man, this is Sunday Gospel, man. I think that's gonna be the title of the episode, Sunday Gospel. I like this. Yeah, hold on, let me type this down. Sunday Gospel. Now let's go ahead, Brian. Let me cut you off.
No, it's fine. People like you and I feel like it would be cool if we talked every day. Like that would be dope because I enjoy talking to you. But I think that we are like such on our like journeys, and we have like we meet up and then we go back and do what we do, and then we meet up and then we, I think it's boring between like people like you and I if we were like doing today, what's going on, like the mundaneness of it all. Like, so like I feel
I feel that, bro.
Say because a lot of things have happened, bro. Like
you want to know what I thought about. It's like Source, you taking a break from yourself to learn and experience, then you come back and then we come together and share what we experienced as consciousness, and then we go back out experience come back again. And
Yeah.
that's crazy. That's
Well,
fucking nuts. That's fucking nuts. What's so I know we catching up. When did you okay, so guys, I work in tech sales at the moment. I work for a social media tech company. One thing I'm noticing, and I guess this is like any job, like if you're not aware of like your energy and how shit move, bro, you'll be on autopilot and burnt out and all this extra shit. And
yeah.
I'm experiencing myself like, like like if you watch something fall and you just not going to go catch it kind of shit, you just letting it. That's how I feel like it's some shit. But I've been inspired lately to create again. I have like a shit ton of content I just don't post. I just been on some lazy shit. I ain't go lie to y'all.
Yeah.
But it's people like you that's been motivating me. I have a homie named Erin who's been on the show. She's been consistent with posting her content. And then I kind of took a step back on my life coaching, and a lot of these things I guess what I'm trying to say is when you experience a contrast of you not being fulfilled and then you seeing the things that did fulfill you, like, oh, okay, I drifted away. So now I'm in a point where like I just want to create content again. I just want to give, like, I'll drop podcasts, but that's not fulfilling me enough as like the feeling of a client, like, that idea, that perspective help me. Or like, for example, I posted a reel on Instagram of me hitting the gong, and that shit still, getting likes. I'm like, I wasn't even trying to do nothing, special with it, but just that feeling of like knowing I'm helping somebody. I'm like, damn, I miss this. I miss that feeling.
Yeah, I think since you're in a space where you realize where you're at and that you're asking for that fulfillment, I think it's definitely going to come in the ways that you may or may not be expecting,
Yeah.
Definitely. I mean, you said like the keyword, like do what you feel inspired to do, not the things that you feel like you have to do, or I mean, some shit you just got to get done and
You
just
gotta
like,
get done.
yeah, but let the majority of your action be taken towards the things that you feel called to do, whether that's your life coaching, whether it's dropping a podcast episode, like
Bro, I still
I
gotta fucking drop this book.
yeah, man, like how is the book coming
Let
along? Because
me
when you were writing it, like where are you at in that creative process? You have so many different things in your
Yeah.
that are coming into being.
It's an interesting observation. So a lot of people don't know, and I'm saying this out loud. I stopped writing early on because certain parts of the book, well, I'm vulnerable throughout the book, but the certain parts of the book was very triggering in terms of my relationship, well, my former relationship with my mom. So I remember writing it, and you feel like you avoiding not talking about it, but it just didn't. I'm like, if I'm being forced to write this in this moment, something ain't adding up. So I just took a break, and then during that break, me and my mom got super fucking close,
Mm.
super fucking close. So like, I had a perception of her that wasn't even the right perception. And if I didn't have a grown up conversation like, hey, what actually happened when I was a child? Like, what was this? Why was I dropped off at a police station for my dad to pick me up? Like, well, little shit like that. And then tell you the truth of the situation, I'm like, damn, I had this negative image of you in my head as the villain this whole time, and you was a fucking hero. I'm sorry, I love you. So fast forward, now when I'm looking at the chapters, I'm like, fuck, this don't even resonate with me anymore. So if I
Yeah.
put this book out and it's in a different perspective, now I feel bad if my mama read that shit because we in a different relationship. She's like, damn, this is how you felt. Versus now I'm looking at it from a place of love. Okay, you did that based off coding, based off programming, X1Z, X1Z. I understand that. Let me show you love. So it's this book. this book will be a timeless book. I took the pressure off myself of a deadline, because when I move with a deadline, I overthink and I want shit to be perfect. But you challenge me, brother, to start back on it. So I'm gonna take this challenge and at least start back work, because I'm all over the place. Like chapters are written, but it's not like half a chapter is written, and I got to finish the other half of the chapter. So yeah, this book coming. This book coming.
It's coming, and it's coming to you in the way that it will resonate with you and those that it is meant to reach. So I don't like you said, take the pressure off of yourself of a deadline. Yeah, take that pressure off yourself, because there's no time limit on it. It's no specific time you have to get this done. And maybe even when you finish this book, there's gonna be something else that you wanna, like, hey, maybe I could have said it might be a part two, or you never know like what's gonna come out of this. So definitely like take the moments that you need to let it flow into you, you know.
I had a realization yesterday. Well, I say realization, but it's like a constant coming back to a realization, but it's like a different perspective. So we know that everything happens for a reason, right? It doesn't matter what it is. Doesn't matter what the fuck it is. I was thinking of it in terms of friendships yesterday, because I turned 30 in a week and some change.
Yeah, but I say, yo, it's definitely Scorpio season.
Scorpio season, brother. We out here 3-0. We out here, man. Just trying to, because now this is weird. And I'm looking at life a lot differently. But in terms of like not aging, because I don't want to program my body. In terms of growing younger, and getting wiser with experience, it making me reflect on friendships that no longer are relevant now, and then peeping like, damn, this is why we fell off a couple of years ago, because we're not even in the same place now. I can't imagine us being friends now. We ain't got shit in common. I'm like, damn, if you just whatever it is, and it's made me think of, in the grand scheme of things, whatever rejection is just redirection, and that's in like any fragment of life.
Mm-hmm.
But just understand the core thing. Oh, this motherfucker ghosted me. Oh, this job fired me. X, Y, and Z. Just excitement of shit. Okay, what's the shit? What's the redirection? Now I'm excited. I know something about to happen. That's just kind of what my gratitude been yesterday. I know I'm rambling, but I thoroughly enjoy these conversations.
I do too, and I don't. It just, even if it is like what we say rambling, like it's always serving a greater purpose. I had dinner with a friend last night, and we had your favorite tacos.
Bro, I love my tacos, man.
Tacos are good as fuck. We this person and I that I had dinner with, we were, just talking, but she kept saying like apologizing and stuff, because she would derail our conversations. Like we'll be talking about one thing and then we jump to this and that and this and that. And I'm like, no, like what you're saying, what I'm saying, like even if we're like here or there, like we just have so many different facets in which we exist. So it's okay if we're on this 1 second and on this, like it all comes back full circle. So
it's just like so many fucking thoughts is consciousness, and like when you're talking to yourself and you know yourself understands it, it's just like, okay, I can finally explain what I want to explain now.
Yeah, most definitely. And even so when you said the episode number is 129, so I was like, ooh, I wonder what that is breaks down to. And it actually breaks down to a 3. But something else that you just said made it resonate a little harder, because you said you have 1 week until your birthday, right?
Yeah.
So
30,
right
30, man.
You're 29. So I just see the 29 that you are like right now. Like this is where you currently are. And then the episode 129 breaks down to 12, and 1 + 2 is 3. So I don't know, like you're moving into like that 30. I don't know why that came to me, but
I'm excited, man. It's like
yeah. How are you feeling with like moving into this new chapter? Like it sounds like a theme that you just said is just learning that rejection and, losing things it's just redirection, whether it's friends, op situation. So, talk about that. What are you excited? What's the story, the new story you're gonna tell yourself? Like what's got you inspired about this new stage?
I think the 20s was my early 20s was me making, I wouldn't say terrible mistakes, but making decisions that required hard lessons, and then implementing that into the later half of the 20. Now the 30s is just full embodiment of royalty. And a good homie of mine, Erin, I like to watch her lives, and we did this exercise where she said, visualize yourself in a royal palace or somewhere in Egypt, right? You wake up and someone is standing right next to you, and and this is how I visualize it. I'm waking up in my royal bed, and I see somebody with a tray full of blunts, and they say, good morning, Richard. We already prepared your blunts. We have your espresso waiting for you. Breakfast is ready. Here's your outfit for the day. Here's your orange juice. Like, this is like legit what I'm visualizing. They put on my robe. Yeah, I'm extra. I got some gold slippers. They shaving my head. They handed me the blunt to smoke. I'm being extra. This is my royalty era. I deserve this shit. So this is what I'm thinking about and visualizing. It's putting myself in that vibration of like, damn, man, it's time to elevate. It's time to go harder. How else can we expand? How else can we evolve? So now I'm just thinking about what's next. How can I evolve? How can I be better? What else can I do? How can I just tap into that fucking that boss, that fucking pure. My 30s gonna be pure ego. I just want to, like, I'm tired of being humble. I'm talking my shit.
Yeah,
I'm going all out. Because I'm too humble sometimes, but I gotta be, because I gotta express gratitude. But it's time to go all out.
And that's just fine. Like, it's like the boss is in you, it ain't on you. And you are meant to level up to the fullest extent of yourself. That's what it means to be a conscious creator. Like, that's what God is, the furthest extent of the creation, like creating itself, like over and over and over and over. Like, so I'm excited for you, man.
I appreciate that, boss.
I'm excited for you.
We go see how this shit pan out. It's weird because I don't know. I don't do the whole aging thing, but it's just, I feel like 30s is a huge milestone. And we go see, man. We go see. Pockets go get fatter. We gonna help more people, and we go keep traveling and living our best lives, man. That's the goal.
That's definitely the goal. My bad, bro. Is there a way to pause?
Yeah.
While I help my husband bring these groceries in real quick.
You are all good, brother. What's up?
Okay, 1 second.